Hello, and welcome back to Unhindered Faith. Today, we're going to start something brand new in a theme called Overflow with Gratitude. It's something that I've been preaching on in our church at Crosswinds Church here in Fernley, Nevada. And it's something that the Lord just keeps on speaking to me, speaking to the people in our church. And so I want to begin with a truth a lot of people don't say out loud. And here it is. You can love God and still feel empty. Yeah, let me say it again. You can love God and still feel empty. You can worship every Sunday, serve every week, pray for others, and encourage everyone around you, and still go home feeling depleted, unseen, unheard, and emotionally tired. If that's you today, you're not weak, broken, or failing. You may just be empty. So here's the big question we're answering today. Why do some Christians feel empty when Jesus promised overflow? Psalms 23:5 doesn't say my cup barely makes it, or my cup struggles, or my cup is running dangerously low. It says my cup overflows. So why is there a gap? Overflow is not about performance. It's about your source. A cup never overflows because it tries harder. It overflows because it stays under the pour. Most of us aren't spiritually empty because we don't love God. We're empty because we're living disconnected. Overflow isn't produced by busyness or religious activity or public success, constant giving, pressure to be strong. Overflow comes from proximity, not productivity. You don't overflow from what you do. You overflow from where you dwell. You cannot overflow what you do not carry. Jesus said in John 7:38, whoever believes in me, and then goes on and says, rivers of living water will flow from within them. Whatever fills you forms you, and whatever forms you flows from you. If you constantly feed stress, fear, negativity, comparison, overthinking, social media overload, that is exactly what will spill out when life gets tight. But if you fill with worship and scripture and silence with God, gratitude, healthy voices, spiritual community, then when life squeezes you, Jesus comes out, not frustration. So being empty isn't a sign of failure, it's an invitation. Most people hide emptiness because they feel ashamed by it. But emptiness actually reveals God is calling you back. The enemy uses emptiness to condemn. God uses emptiness to invite and refill. There's a difference between overflowing and overworking. Overflow says, I receive so I can pour. Overworking says, I pour so I can prove. Only one leads to life. Gratitude is not an emotion, it's a spiritual overflow. Gratitude isn't ignoring pain or pretending everything's fine or forcing positivity. Gratitude is a posture that rises above circumstances because of who God is, not just because of what is happening. You don't overflow gratitude because life is perfect. You overflow gratitude because God is present. So here are 3 ways to move from empty to overflowing this week. You ready? Here it is. Number 1, return to the source daily, not occasionally. Even 5 minutes of stillness with God is better than 0. Number 2, replace one negative input with a faith-building one. What you consume creates who you become. And the last one, practice spoken gratitude every day. Don't just feel grateful, say it, pray it, write it. Overflow begins with intentional filling. So today, if you're tired, depleted, holding more than people know, you're not alone and you're not failing. You're just ready for a refill. So, if that's you today, drop a comment below saying, Lord, fill my cup again. And I'll pray with you personally. I'll add you on our prayer list. I'm going to pray for you. And I believe that God is definitely in the business of filling your cup to overflow. Love you, appreciate you, and I am praying for you that God will fill you, not to the top, but to overflow this week.